Today marks the final video in this series where I'll be sharing the exact tips and advice that led to explosive growth in each of my muscle groups. These are the things that I wish I had known when I first started training back in 2014. So if you're serious about building massive triceps, join me and watch this video right through to the end. My private coaching clients pay me for this advice, plus it'll be the best 8 minutes you invest into yourself this week. The first point is understanding the basics. Our triceps are made up of 3 distinct muscles that all work together to build size and strength in your arms. First, we have the long head of your triceps that runs along the back of your upper arm and the muscle that gives us the horseshoe appearance. Next, we have the lateral head, which is the outer side of your triceps that gives you the massive width and thickness of your arms. Then there's the medial head of your triceps, located just beneath the lateral head, playing a massive role in providing stability and overall strength to your arms. So in summary, if your goal is to build massive triceps, it's crucial to target all of these muscles in your workouts. I'll talk more about exercise selection in a moment, but the first piece of advice is having a mix of compound exercises and isolation exercises in your training. A balanced approach to training your triceps includes both compound and isolation exercises. Compound tricep exercises will work multiple muscle groups at once, with the assistance of other muscle groups in your upper body. These exercises make your triceps much stronger and more capable of lifting heavier weights under tension. Some top tier examples are the triceps dips and the lying triceps extensions. When it comes to isolation exercises, they focus specifically on your triceps alone, forcing them to do all the work, which in turn promotes faster growth, assuming you lift with complete control. Some top tier examples are the crossbody, single rope, cable triceps extension, and the single arm triceps cable pushdown. Since you're consistently performing different exercises and hitting your triceps in different angles, this guarantees continuous growth in your arms. As I'm sure you know, repetitive training with the same reps, sets, weights, and routines will lead to slowed progress and eventually plateau. So whether your main goal is to build strength or achieve aesthetics in your arms, a combination of both compound and isolation exercises is the most effective strategy for developing massive triceps. The next point is using mind-to-muscle contraction or connection. It's all the same thing. This one changed everything for me. I went from not being able to feel my triceps working during an exercise to literally being able to hear my muscle fibers tear from how well I'm now able to squeeze specific muscles in my body. Mind to muscle contraction is basically what I just explained. It's your ability to completely focus on the connection of the specific muscle you're training during the exercise, and ideally during the peak of each repetition. When you succeed in this, you'll activate more muscle fibers in your triceps and stimulate greater growth. Just like I'm able to consciously control the movement of each of my fingers, you have to do the same for your triceps in every exercise. Scientifically and through experience, this has been proven to equal more gains. When you fully connect with your triceps, you're also more likely to notice improvements that need to be made in your form, like using other muscle groups or joints that help your body compensate. Which leads me into the next point that goes hand in hand with mind to muscle contraction, and that's using time under tension. The method of time under tension, or TUT for short, is the total amount of time that your muscles experience stress during an exercise. To increase time under tension for your triceps, you need to use controlled and deliberate movements throughout each exercise. This can be done by slowing down the tempo, especially during the lowering phase of each repetition. Another way to boost TUT is to perform isometric holds at the end of your sets. For example, after completing a full set of a tricep cable pushdown, you can then hold the weight in the fully extended position until your triceps are completely fatigued. Understand that time under tension will always outweigh the importance of the weight you lift. Just like mind-to-muscle contraction, this also engages and stimulates greater growth in your triceps. The next point is exercise selection for maximum tricep gains. Here is a list of exercises that I recommend and what has contributed significantly to the growth of my triceps. To target the long head of your triceps, remember that's the horseshoe, you can do a crossbody, single rope, cable triceps extension, a double hand, overhead, dumbbell triceps extension. You can even do these with a medicine ball, and an easy bar overhead triceps extension. To target the lateral head of your triceps, add a single rope, cable triceps pushdown, and my favorite, the easy bar cable pushdown, or any cable pushdown really. To target the medial head of your triceps, add a single rope, overhead triceps extension, double long rope, triceps cable pushbacks, and reverse grip cable pushdowns. Just so you're aware, you technically can't isolate individual tricep muscles, but these specific exercises will engage each muscle more compared to the others. Now for compound exercises that target all of these muscles at once, which is an absolute must in your workouts, as I discussed earlier. You can do lying triceps extensions, both in the flat and the incline positions, as well as triceps dips. And if these are too difficult, use the machine-supported triceps dips instead. That's what I did that exploded the growth of my triceps. So, I really hope that you learned something from today's video and can apply it to your own training. Finally, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, you can find the links to my website down in the description below. While you're there, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and slap the subscribe button for a yearly supply of gains. For more videos like this one, you can find them right here.